When I tell you this was like a nightmare on Elm Street, y'all, this was like a nightmare with Freddy versus Jason, whatever. When they did a collab movie together, this is how it was for me. So let me tell y'all.
So offering a simple phrase.
What's up, y'all? It's Cheryl. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, the home of the blessed, bright, and beautiful. Today is gonna be a story time from my 12th day of Christmas series. Let's go. We made it to the 12th day. Of course, it's not Christmas anymore, but today is my 12th day of Christmas. I would like to tell you guys a story time about the time I illegally stayed on campus during the Thanksgiving holiday. So I'm gonna get straight into it. This is what happened, y'all. So I worked 2 jobs during college. I was working hard, hustling, getting to the money. Everybody's mad. Okay. And I did not want to go home because I believe I was getting ready to graduate, and there was a fee that needed to be paid of $300 that I was not expecting. I did not know that we had to pay $300. I guess this $300 was for the stole and the fee. I don't know, graduation dues, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I need my own money to get my graduation dress, my shoes, everything else that I just needed for the end of the year, and also the graduation dues. So I decided that I was gonna stay on campus, but I did not let my dorm advisor know in the adequate amount of time, so they weren't able to put me on a list to stay. I guess they had a list during that time, but I'm actually wrong. No, they didn't have a list. I believe it was certain times they were able to make a list that you could stay on campus, like if it was a certain, like a storm or something like that. But I believe for this particular Thanksgiving, you were not allowed to stay on campus. Like, everybody had to leave. Like, they made that very clear that everybody had to leave campus. And I was just like, that's not gonna work because I need to pay this off. I need to do this. I have things to do, honey. Like, that's not gonna work.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I decided that I was gonna stay on campus no matter what. They told me I was gonna find a way. I don't know how it was gonna happen, but I was like, look, I'm gonna have to stay on this campus. And the lady who I was literally begging to let me stay, she was just like, I'm sorry, honey, but there's nothing that I can do. Like, you have to go home. You have to find somewhere to go. You don't have any friends that live off campus? I'm like, listen, my friends are going home. Everybody's going home for Thanksgiving. Nobody's gonna be here. Please just let me stay on campus. And her answer was no. So guess what I did, y'all? I slept in my car. Psych! I did not sleep in my car, y'all. I ended up staying on campus. Now, when I tell you this was like a nightmare on Elm Street, y'all, this was like a nightmare with Freddy versus Jason, whatever. When they did a collab movie together, this is how it was for me. So let me tell y'all, I'm on campus, and it's like the nighttime was the scariest because you couldn't, imagine being in an empty dormitory with no one else there. Like, you can hear the crickets outside, you can hear the wind blowing, you can hear a little piece of dust going down the hallway. When I tell you, it was just creepy. It was creepy, but this is what I put myself in this situation because I needed to get to the bag. So I was willing to take whatever came with it. So during the nighttime, security guards would be going down the hallway doing a deep, thorough cleaning of the campus, and I was just praying that they didn't find me. I'm like, Lord, you know they got the master key. I hope they don't come in my room. Like, I hope nobody find me in here. I was trying to come up with plans to hide in the closet or whatever I needed to do. I was trying to figure out, like, yo, if they open this door, what are you gonna do? Where you gonna hide if they try to clean this room? But anyways, thank God it never came in. But around those times I would be on the phone with my mom. We'll be praying just for my mental clarity, to make sure I'll be okay, nobody harms me. And like, you know, it's not safe being on campus by yourself, but I wasn't completely by myself because my boyfriend was also coming in with me. Literally, he, not even a couple of days, he was there every day. So we pretty much was both living in my dorm. It was this one car that was parked like across the street from my dorm. I believe it was, okay, so I lived in this building called Lee Bryant, and across from Lee Bryant was another dorm, and their dorm, there was somebody's car parked right in front of that dorm, and my car was parked in front of Lee Bryant. But I tried to like sneak and park my car in the back sometimes, just because I didn't want any faculty or anybody to come through and be like, whose car is this? And it was moving every time I had to go to work, so I didn't want them to put two and two together. And I believe one day I seen a faculty member come on campus, and I had to turn my car lights off, like pull my seat back, lean back, wait for them to leave. And I tell y'all, it was crazy. Like, I was just dreading getting caught. I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I'm not getting on a plane going back home. I have to make this money because I need to graduate with no weight on my shoulders, nothing. We graduating without a care in the world. Gonna walk across that stage like I did everything I needed to do. So I knew I wasn't leaving. But one day I actually ran into one of my teachers while doing laundry. Now let me tell y'all about this. I always had to like look over my shoulders and like kind of just be alert. Like I felt like I was in the army or something. Like I had to like duck and dodge, like just look down the hallways, pre-check, then run. But the day I got caught was like a couple of days before the break ended and everybody was about to come back on campus. So at this point, me and my boyfriend had a good routine of who was going in the hallway, who was going to prop open the door so the other one could run back in, who was going to be the lookout, who was doing laundry this day, who was running to get food that day. Like, y'all, we had it set in stone. The routine that we were doing, we had it set. So this particular day, I guess we just got too comfortable. Like, we just knew, okay, we got a routine. Babe, you go run in the hallway, do the laundry. We know they're not coming in till this, that, and the third. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Go ahead, run down the hallway. I go down to I think at this point I was putting my clothes in the dryer because I had already washed them. So I go putting my clothes in the dryer, and I'm on the way out back to my room, and I run into a faculty member, and I'm like, I stopped dead in my tracks. We look at each other like. So he like, what are you doing here washing your clothes? And I'm like, listen, I had to work, so I'm gonna be real with you. I stayed on campus. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. I'm gonna tell you the truth because there's nothing else I could say. I've been here because I've been working. And he's like, you know you're not supposed to be here. I could get in trouble for this. You can get in trouble. Like, this is a big no-no. Basically, like, this is you wrong. He told me I was wrong. And I was like, well, look, I'm about to graduate. All this money I done put into this school, all this hard work, these good behind grades. I'm in a band, I'm in CJA, I'm doing this, criminal justice, society, all these, I'm naming everything I'm a part of. Look, I put in the work for this school, so the least they could do is grant me a room for a couple of days during the holiday season so I could get my bag to give back to them. Like, that's the most they could do. I'm paying y'all. I'm staying here to pay y'all. So I'm ranting to him, and he finally was like, I ain't see you, and walks away. At that moment, I was like, thank God, yo, like, thank God. Let me go run back to my room. Let me hurry up and finish with these clothes. But y'all, that was crazy. Like, it's actually this movie about a girl who stayed on campus during, I believe it was just like me, either Thanksgiving or Christmas. It was a horror movie. Y'all, this movie, I related to it so much because I'm like, yo, the lights flickering in the hallway, the noises, all the scary antics that go on at night that you can hear like through other people's rooms because they're empty. Yo, it is crazy. But that is my short little story. I hope y'all enjoyed my 12 Days of Christmas series. I'm gonna be coming with some real good content, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And see you later, kings and queens. Bye.